A new school year starts soon in Kentucky. Students will be greeted by classrooms that have been thoroughly cleaned up over the summer, school supplies that have been organized, and in some cases, a bucket of rocks, at least in classes with teachers participating in the Waldron Shale project, a program that gives students hands-on paleontology lessons in which they discover and identify fossils.
So the Waldron Shale Project is a professional development workshop for K through 12 teachers across the region, and the premise is that we offer professional development in the subjects of paleontology and geology so that teachers are better equipped to teach about these topics. And we also supply them with the materials and the resources to do an inquiry-based learning project where students get a chance to actually encounter real fossils and find them within a sample of shale that we get from a local quarry.
Last month, teachers from across Kentucky, as well as a few from Ohio and Indiana, came to Bellarmine University and learned how their students can have fun while learning about fossils through the Waldron Shale Project activities. Teachers were guided through the same activities that they'll be taking back to classrooms across the state. Getting hands dirty while making discoveries, these are the activities that have proven popular with students. And it was clear the teachers enjoyed them too.
So we've heard great feedback that the students just love the chance to get their hands dirty, quite literally, and make their own discoveries and get excited about science. It feels purposeful and also is a really fun way to encounter geology and paleontology in the classroom. So the Waldron Shale is a layer of rock from the Silurian period that was named for a location in Waldron, Indiana originally. And you can find it across the region, but there's only certain places where it bears a lot of fossils. And one of those places is in the Sellersburg Stone Quarry, which is run by Irving Materials Incorporated. And so they allow us to obtain the fossils from that particular layer and bring it back to the classroom. There's also a citizen science angle to this too, because we're getting these bulk samples of shale that has fossils in it. We're giving it out to the schools, and then the students discover what's there. We don't necessarily know what's in those buckets. And so when they discover it, they report it back to us. We can post pictures on our website and share it with everybody that's involved with the project. So we have a website that is hosted at Bellarmine University. It has all the information about our program and our contact information. I just encourage any teachers interested to reach out to me and inquire when we're going to open up the next registration cycle for next year. There is an application involved, and so we just want to make sure that everyone that's signing up is going to be able to actually carry out the project with their students. We've been doing this project since 2015, year after year, different teachers being involved. We estimate that we've had over 100 teachers now involved in the project, and each one of them has, at least 30 students or so in a given year that might be encountering this, and they do it year after year. So we expect that thousands of students have now had a chance to do the Waldron Shale project. There really is like a multiplying effect of us working with teachers and them working with their students and bringing paleontology out into the real world. This project began in 2015 as a professional development outreach opportunity between myself and Alan Goldstein at the Falls of the Ohio State Park. We had been collaborating for a number of years on teacher outreach work and came up with this idea for the Waldron Shale project. After we did it for a few years, we applied for an education and outreach grant through the Kentucky Academy of Science, and were successful in acquiring funding, which allowed us to purchase supplies that teachers could bring back to their own classrooms and really elevated the project. We also have the support from Irving Materials Incorporated, which is a local or regional quarrying company, and they supply us with the shale and the buckets that we distribute to the teachers. I just want to acknowledge all the different organizations that have supported this project. So the Kentucky Academy of Science, of course, they've allowed us to really elevate the project to something really special. And we've since acquired some additional funding from the Sam Shine Foundation that is allowing us to continue to offer these materials to teachers. Of course, the Falls of the Ohio and the Falls of the Ohio Foundation and Bellarmine University and Irving Materials Incorporated. There's a lot of different hands in this project that have allowed us to make this really something special.